we was talking about this the other day, and even though we kind of both said the same thing about the Pacers kind of winning game one, it still come as a shock a little bit the way it went down.
I mean, they didn't lead the game until that shot.
That's wow, yeah.
The whole game. I mean, even after seeing the game now, I'm like looking over the box scores and trying to see like some other things that, you don't tally certain things while you watch it because you're just watching, right?
Right.
You watching the ebb and flow of the game, man. The Thunder pretty much had the game in control all the way up to the end.
Yeah.
And what I'm looking at right now is like, I'm like, so how did the Pacers, like what metrics did the Pacers, it kind of felt like what happened was true, where that the Pacers had 56 rebounds and the Thunder only had 39. So they was killing them on the boards.
So you said something about what metrics we can go by to see like what happened in that game for the Pacers to get this comeback win. And what I don't think it's the metrics. I think it might be the intangibles.
Go ahead,
Because
elaborate on that.
well, okay, the Thunder, they did to the Pacers what they do to everybody all season. And that's that barrage of defense going along with the offense and the threes up and down the court. I mean, we've seen plenty of times teams go 3-4 possessions and they just turning the ball over, and Thunder capitalizing on it. And the one thing I noticed though, where it was with the Timberwolves, it deflated them. You can see their body language. They gave up. One thing about this Pacers team, they never gave up.
Okay, because that's what I was about to ask you. I was gonna say, did it seem like they stayed poised throughout every trial and tribulation? Like every time the Thunder, I thought that too. Because I was like, at some point, man, especially Obi Toppin, I thought he was gonna end up crashing out. Because early on he had like 3 turnovers in a row early. I was like, oh, his confidence gonna be shot. But
and I like the way that
I was gonna say it didn't affect him at all. Like even when it came to shooting the ball, I mean, he's not known as a shooter, but he was just launching them things like total confidence.
Made them when it counted.
Yeah, he was actually the best 3-point shooter in the entire game today. I was like, damn, he was 5 of 8 from the field. From 3.
Well, how many? I know Lou Dort made 5 too, but how many did he shoot?
Oh wait, Lou Dort might have had the best percentage though. Let me real quick.
Lou Dort made.
Nope, he just beat him 5 of 9.
Yeah, by 1. Yep, I just seen
it. Yeah. I expect that out of Dort though. Dort's been a beast in this playoffs, man.
One thing that crossed my mind, just a side note, is he like the he's not a point guard, but would you say like he's like the new Drew Holiday? He filling that role, like that's the guy on the other side. Like, yo, the Dortcher Chamber, we ain't trying to deal with that tonight. Like, is he filling that role since Drew Holiday older?
Damn, you! I was gonna bring that point up down the line, and you already done brought it up. Yes, that's what I was thinking. And actually, I was kind of thinking. So we be on the same page. But
I know, right?
Thinking not just Drew in a way, also like Derek White.
Well, yeah. I get what you're saying, like because how he can hit the 3. That's what you're comparing it to.
Yeah, how he could get streaky and hit the 3s. That's how Derek White be. But yeah, he's like a little combination of both because he's not truly a point guard, so he's more like how Derek White is a 2. But he do got that defense and dog in him like Drew. Like
hell yeah, and he played more physical than Drew.
Yeah.
Do you think that in this series, I think this is alarming, not like code red, but I think that it's like it's definitely code yellow. This not a good loss for the Thunder. You know what I mean? To be up like this at home and have them come back, stay poised, come back on the road, get this type of comeback victory. They already did their job.
Exactly.
It's a little concerning because
it's concerning to me because it almost felt like the Thunder thought with about 2 minutes in the game left that they thought that, oh yeah, it's in the bag now. We done took their heart. They made their little runs to come back. And yeah, they sticking around. They down like 6 or whatever, but there's no way we can lose. And that's what it felt like. It felt like they felt like it was no way they could lose. And apparently it was.
I feel like it go back to what I was saying about like when they usually that the way they run teams into the ground. By then, that point in the game, they didn't give up. We didn't see plenty of teams like, man, like I never seen Ant-Man give up. They made Ant-Man give up.
I know.
And they've been doing that all season. So it's probably,
until you can't get another shot off. Literally.
Yep.
And the crazy thing is, the worst part about it is, I don't think the Thunder choked. I don't think they choked necessarily. I think that the
bucket cut it back to 9 or something. It's just like, all right. And I kept texting you during the game, like, yo, they still in striking distance.
Yeah.
Damn. Shea, he ain't folding that. The OKC, they didn't fold. They didn't choke or anything. It came down to game planning. And we not talk about the fact that
before Larry Brown took over, I believe.
Okay, that's what it was. Got you.
So yeah, he got him up to a certain point, and then Larry, kind of did the Steve Kerr thing where he took him to that.
I was about to say the same thing.
But that's because that particular team and jumped like he about to at least do a floater or something like a runner.
He missed a lot of them,
and he kept kicking it out.
I seen him miss a lot of not 11, 12. Yeah.
Turner even had 9. So they killed him. You know what? Okay.
And the closest person that can help, he swarmed to come get you. It's like real quick too. It's like if you face up and then like you in that 15, around the elbow area. It was doing this to Thunder, right? Yeah, and it's like you try to, put your back to the back. Once you put your back to the basket, that player on the Thunder that you got your back to, they come real quick, and that's how they get a lot of steals right behind you.
But now I kind of think like with how relentless the Pacers are offensively and that how they just never get down on themselves, I think they'll push it to 6 easily. Because I think they're going to definitely win one in their own building.
Mm-hmm.
So.
OKC in 6.
OKC in 6. I had them in 5 now. Now I'm thinking 6.
Now we can get into the quote unquote conspiracy / political side of things. Talk about the
let me say one thing before that. Before we get into that part.
Mm-hmm.
What happens if the Pacers clean up the turnovers? They clean up because if they clean up the turnovers, because that's what had them not rattled, but it had them in a hole.
Right.
They clean up the turnovers, it could be a blowout for them. The way they going back and forth. Like
possibly, because even if they don't get turnovers, OKC can still contest greatly. So it's like even if we don't get the turnover, we contest and make you shoot at a lower percentage. So we might not get the turnovers, but we still stopping you from scoring.
Right. All right. So in that case, then that means it's important to still get the rebounds. So really, this game kind of came down to the rebounds. The rebounding kept giving the Pacers opportunities to make this comeback. And then the Thunder kind of, I ain't gonna say slack because that's like choking the game away, but it's almost like they did think they had it in the bag when they were still up 6 with 2 minutes to go.
Yeah.
And it just wasn't like that.
Yep. And the thing about it is like young team, young coach, like they made it this far, but they still learning. They've been learning. They've been getting a lot of experience learning on the fly this season, this postseason, especially, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like, it's definitely a learning experience. Like, yo, you can never take your foot off the gas. Ever. Like, you got to just go. Till that clock say 0, you 110%.
Right. And, it's funny because the Pacers, it's new for them to be in the finals, but they were in the conference finals last year too.
Yeah.
So getting smacked around by Boston in the conference finals, it's like they've been through battles before and got a bit of heartbreak when they got their reality check. Like, damn, this is what it really takes to get to the finals.
Right.
They got through the part where it takes to get to the finals based off of the experience they had from last year. Now it's just like, all right, well, we believe in ourselves so much that no matter what situation we get into, it's never a lost cause.
Yeah. And having Rick Carlisle definitely helped with that.
Yeah. So now let's get into what you was about to say.
What was I going to say? Oh. Well, the NBA as the entertainment business.
Yeah.
That's it been a conversation for about 2 years now, especially the next face of the NBA and all the stuff that come with that. Well, the best players is the foreign players, but they would rather be an American born player and all that. You go to the players that they seem like they wanted to be, the Ant-Mans, the Jaws, the Zions, they all got something going on where it's just like, Mike can't push that.
Right.
If the Pacers, let's say they was the win the finals.
The and then I was gonna say Tatum.
And Tatum just
for some reason just ain't it.
He just ain't it, man. He just ain't it. Good as he is. This underdog story that's the Pacers and Haliburton is just like when he get a ring, then you put the machine behind him. Is that the American born player that you need?
Could be.
It's just interesting. I'm just looking at it.
Yeah, it's in the realm of possibility. Because I think you saying it. He got all the aesthetics, kind of like how Tatum got all the aesthetics, but Haliburton got the moxie to him.
Right.
He the one he got the way the chip is on his shoulder is prevalent. You see it. It's like, oh, you doubted me? All right, watch this. And then he, just like the picture you got up. Look at the emotion on his face. Look at him doing the choke sign like Reggie Miller. Like, he got antics to his game.
Real right. He got a little bit of Steph in it. Like, Steph look, I go like light skin looks soft or whatever like that.
Yeah.
But when you pay attention to Holly, when he cooking, he get the dancing, skipping, and all that, celebrating. He definitely ain't scared of the moment. So he got all of that. I think the only thing he actually is missing, because he is personable. He's safe. If you want to look at it like how they wanted to push Ja and them, it's like we probably got to worry about that with Haliburton. Him having no babies, going crazy on social media and nothing like that, tweeting something crazy. Like, so it's just like he's safe. If he win, he a winner. Personable. Like, only thing I think he's missing is like consistent, like them back to back. It's been 3 games straight.
Just dominant games.
Yeah, like that one game he had that 30 and 15 with no turnovers. Like it goes, he had like 30 and 15 no turnovers. Then he had like 35 and 12 with like 12 rebounds, and then another third. Like he missing them back to back because he'll do that, and then like the very next game, I think he scored like 8.
He did, yeah.
So it keep, it just like he cool off a little bit. But if he was to stay hot like that, I don't see no reason that he couldn't be. Now he not naturally. He don't got that natural, I guess you want to say, or like Ant-Man.
Right.
Like Ant-Man just, it's just different.
Yeah, it's just different. It's
yeah. Because it's more aggressive too. You don't see the aggression in Holly until it's crunch time. And you're like, oh, he one of them.
Yeah.
He one of them.
Yeah, Ant-Man got that aura. It's kind of like AI is like one of those players I think of. It's just like
it's just so natural.
It's like instant charisma. Instant charisma. You know?
Just people just gravitate to you.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what it is. Because he could, and another thing too, probably the thing with that is he come off a little bit awkward, you could say, I guess, to some people, probably personality or, you know what I mean? And his game not flashy neither. He passed.
Passing can be flashy.
Yeah. Passers don't sell shoes.
They don't.
People that
it's kind of crazy though. Dunking on people will sell shoes though.
So the most shoes, but
that's what
man,
that's what Ant-Man say in the commercial. Remember, I don't know if you see his commercial for his sneaks. he
I was like,
says they say be like, Ant-Man, why do you dunk so much? He's like, so y'all can see my shoes.
Yeah. Yeah,
And
that's
that's funny
interesting,
how
man.
you step right into that. Like that's funny.
Yeah. And that's just off
definitely
on
it.
a that's just off on a tangent about this face of the
But hey,
NBA
maybe
thing.
yeah, I get it. I was gonna say, but hey, maybe he'll make passing cool. Maybe that will be the thing.
It should be. Because if you went, you already know we just seen it with the 3-point shot with Curry. If you know what I mean, they on their way out and people already seeing now, like, yo, people taking way too many threes. Like, bruh, you got teams that's at the bottom of the league and rankings, and it's just like how many threes they shoot, 50 a game. Like, what? How much what percent they shoot? No, like 29 as a team. Like, what the hell?
Yeah.
So if teams like OKC, well, the two teams, both of them, they don't really rely on the three. They rely on defense, pace, like teamwork. If that style is what's winning and everybody doing it, then that's what it'll be in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's gonna be the new wave too. And you know what? The only way to and the way to counter that is gonna be some team that can kind of blend those things instead of like they could play fast as far as defensively. They could keep up, but then they have a way to slow it down when they need to. Because some teams could play fast, but they stuck playing fast. That's all they could do.
Right. Yeah.
And we seen those teams fail before, like the Suns. The Suns used to play fast, like when they had Nash in them. It's
Right.
like they never did. They never were able to ever slow the game down in key moments of the game.
I'm glad
You
you
know?
said Steve Nash because I want to ask you a few questions. I got a few questions, but we're gonna get back to
Go
that.
ahead.
Nah,
Or is that
well,
for another time?
I know another people probably didn't see. I done been seeing on social media and all that, like Haliburton better than Steve Nash, which he's not. But I get the
Oh,
comparison.
one
Yeah,
of those
because
we watched.
yeah, they've been comparing it to just like passing guards like that. So, but
No,
it's other players I want comparing to. That I think I want to see what your answers is. But when we talk
I
about
got
like,
one too. If you don't bring it up, I got one for you. Go ahead though.
I got a few. I
Yeah.
got a few. All current players though, because you know what I mean. Just going off the fact that what he yeah, okay, but
Gotcha.
we're talking about like if that's gonna be the new style of play, which I think it is, but like you're not about to. We ain't got no LeBron. We ain't got no KD. Like as much as y'all want to say this person is like LeBron or KD or stuff, no, it's not. No, y'all not, bro. It ain't no LeBron. It ain't no Steph. It ain't no KD on the team. It ain't nobody that just go anywhere on any team and they're a contender. I don't think we got no young player like that right now. Not Ant-Man, not Hallie, not Shea. Like they're gonna be good.
We have one, but he is gonna be
Younger
about another
side.
3 years before
Joker and
he.
up 30. Well, I'm not
No,
counting Joker and Giannis and beat what he's
no. They veterans. They well into
yeah.
it. They're gonna be on their way out soon enough too.
Yeah, mid-20s and down. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Well, the player we have like that is Wemby, but it's gonna be in 3 years.
That's the only one.
Yeah.
That's really the only one. Yep.
Yeah.
And besides that, it's gonna have to go back to you're gonna have to have a solid team built that makes sense and coaching and having the right rotations and depth and everything that we're seeing in both of these teams right now that they got. And then whatever your style of play is, whoever your star or your roster look like, that's how you determine how you're gonna do it.
Yeah.
For real. Because I was gonna say a team because they got this player that can, like you said, be a mix of being able to play fast and slow it down and be able to play half court basketball. I feel like if Ant-Man get more diversity in his shot selection, he could be that. If he get more mid range and still be able to shoot the three at a high percentage, and then we already know he can get to the cup. Like,
right.
I feel like if he could have a team around him that's like that, like he playing fast, he definitely can run the floor. And we got the shooters, the space, and then other players to run, they can play fast. But then if he get into his shade bag where his shot selection more inside the arc rather than shooting them threes, then you get the right roster around Ant, he could be dangerous. But that's all I was saying when I was watching him play OKC. I'm like, if he was playing like Shea right now, just constantly downhill, which is tough against Lou Dort and Caruso and J. You feel what I'm saying? I get that. But if he learned how to do that and he getting down and he's shooting a lot of 15 footers and closer and all that, and just shooting the threes like when they just basically got him or he heat checking and all that, he'll be a more dangerous player.
Right.
For real.
Yeah.
I don't know why players don't, bro. Just all y'all young boys that like Kobe really look at who Kobe was and what he did. Bro, he studied everybody and took their moves in their game. I don't know why it's like nobody could just be like, yo, stay doing that, man. I got some speed. I got a little bit more height on him. I might as well figure out how he keep getting downhill like that. You know what I mean? Stopping on the dial. Let me get that in my bag. That's what Kobe doing all day. Oh, Reggie Miller, you doing that? Let me take that. Mike, I'm taking all your moves. Oh, all right, you doing this on this? All right, let me take that. And he put it all into one package.
Right.
If you got more players like that, that's just like, yo, Jalen Green, get a little mid-range game. Just put a little bit in your die, a little shot die. Just put a little bit in there for now. See how it work out for you. Yeah. A lot of players like that. Jason Tatum, I don't know why you stepped away from it.
I have no idea.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yo, pause it real quick.